We had, my dad had a good, probably 10 or 12 Hampshire sows. They probably at least 400 pounders. So they probably was, and maybe it had the third litter, but you never kept them until they got too awful big, because if they tramped around in the nest, it was pretty hard on the little fellows that hadn't learned to move. Anyway, I was feeding them shelled corn, I'm pretty sure. We had a little ear corn sheller clamped onto a wood box, and you put the ear, start it and crank, and that ear go around and around, but when it come out, it didn't have any grains on it. Why I'd have to go to the trouble to shell the corn off, but I'm pretty sure I was stringing out some shelled corn. You walk up behind one of those sows, take by the tail, swing up right quick, put your feet right behind their ears, your knees down by the shoulders, and your elbows down by their hip, and hang on to the tail. And you'd be surprised what a ride you could get on a big, healthy Hampshire sow. They can jump up and down, and they can pivot as fast as any horse ever could turn. And the trick was, if they couldn't get me off, they'd go for the hog house, which had just a little low door. And I learned right quick, as they got right to the door, get ready and let loose of the tail, put my feet up, and I'd slide right off before the sow got into the hog house. And I could get up and go get another one.
Hurrying.
That was the fun, feeding those big Hampshire sows. And the folks put up, I think, a 6, if not an 8 stall hog house all in one building. And out in front of each one of those stalls was about a 10-foot little pen all their own. And it was on the slope. So that all the droppings, the oak floor, would drop on down through, and they had the nice little exercise out there. And the pigs learned to follow their mother in and out, in and out. When they got to be 2 or 3 weeks old, Dad, I think, would put 2 or 3 sows together, take up a divide gate, and let those little pigs learn their mother and get used to others. And then eventually, by the time they were certainly about a month old, he'd have them all running out in the pasture and around, and they all knew their mothers. And by the way, a little pig picks out a tit that suits him from the time he can walk, and that's his until he's weaned, and you don't put your hand down there and try to push him away, because they can put their little teeth right through your thumbnail just out of that.
Oh,
snap.
Goodness.
They have 2 tests on top. One's a lot longer than the other one, and then one down below that comes up in between. And when they bite down, you know they meant it.
Yeah.
And they fight each other just that quick. Just reach over and grab the other right beside the head for no reason at all. And some of them. That same pair, when that sow laid the other way, same tit, but that puts a different size, the pigs, different side to each other. Which is hard to explain, but it turns out that way, and maybe they get along just fine. The other way, the one pig, whole side of his head, maybe his eye would be scabbed over. That's when you take a little side cutter, as we called it, that was cut wire. You watch to see what pig was doing that. You pull him up with your big finger on his throat so he can't squeal and upset the apple cart, so to speak, because if he squealed, the old sow would get up. And you cut the test off even on the side that he was biting the neighbor. Don't cut the other side because he might need it. And pigs are smart. If the other side, big pig, they can upset each other just like by reaching over and like that, because they can root hard enough with their nose that they can lift their hind feet up in the air. A little short neck and strong. So you only cut off the teeth that you need. It's causing the trouble, and we always had what they called bag balm, and I think that salve is still being made. It's sort of a little yellowish color, and it was. I just saw that cat go up and right back down. It was some of the best salve that I've ever heard of. For awful good to put on cracked cow's tits. If the weather was bad, or their skin cracked too much, you get blood on your hands and milking the cow's tit, and it took an old cow. Had a lot of grit to stand that until you got her milked. But that didn't happen very often. But you had to doctor them, and that was the best salve that they ever made, I think.
Probably good for people too, huh? Was it good for people too? Was that salve good for people too?
Yep.
This side's dead.
Was it good for people too?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's in a little square, about that big a square can,
Little green can.
kind of green with
It's a green
pictures on it, and a little flat lid that has about that much edge that goes down over it. And just be about that square and about that high. I haven't paid any attention. I had no reason to. It might be off the market. I don't know, but
You can still buy it.
it was on.
David said you can still buy it.
Still around.
Still around.
Yep, sir.
Yeah, it's still around.